Good fix this morning, everyone. This is Ginger Sama here with another episode of Satisfactory. In this episode, we are taking full advantage of all the FICSMAS has to offer. We got Christmas music playing, we got decorations in the room, and we have been grinding out this advent calendar. We've just been finding all the different little numbers and uploading it into the MAM over here. And we're pretty close to finishing it. We just have a few more trees to hone in on, and so I've just been picking up presents all across the world, and I was just getting a few of them into production chains, but I think building this into a toy shop is probably the best way to do this. And my idea is that you come in through the front door and you have all the toys and all the fun decorations and everything right here in the front, and then just kind of like how it is across the street at Arms and Ammunition. You just come in and you see everything on display. You see everything in front of you. There's things on the shelves. There's lighting. There's, all the guns are on display. You have a couple things. It's fun. And then in the back, you have the back of House of Operations, where everything's designed, crafted, and taken care of. So I want to do the same thing with this toy shop, where you come in through the front door and everything looks like a normal store. And then as you go into the back of the house, that is where, piece of candy. But as you come in the back of the house, this is where all the magic is happening. No pun intended. But this is where we're going to design everything, craft everything into all the different FICSMAS components and stuff. So we're not only just making this toy store, if you will. No, we're not stopping here. No, we are going to Christmas or FICSMASize everything in this whole area. We're going to put snow down, we're going to put snow cannons up, we're going to candy canes, you name it, we're going to put it everywhere. And I think this episode's going to be very special because of it. So yeah, just sit back, relax, and if you like the video, just give a like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow more than you know. And stay tuned for the rest. Okay, first things first, we're going to have to automate our present production. Because I'm not trying to run around and get a bunch of these presents all the time. So we're going to actually place down these FICSMAS gift trees here. And they take up a 1x1 slot, which is very convenient for us. And we'll just put them straight down this line, because I think there's actually enough room to run a whole line on either side here. So we got one side done. And then we get this other side in. I think we have enough room to put mergers and lines all the way down. We just need a little bit more presence, of course. Of course, I just barely didn't have enough. 1 second. This is my little chest monster I have growing over here. Don't mind me. And boom. Alright, cool. So yeah, so now each one of these trees produce, I think, 15 gifts at a time. So taking all of these in consideration, we have 8 on either side, which means 16 total. So 16 times 15 equals 240. Okay, easy enough. So I think that's going to be plenty of presents for what we have planned. The conveyor belts are done. We're just putting the lift in place. And this is how we're going to bring the presents in. I'm not entirely sold on this design just yet. I think I'm just going to leave that be for a second while I figure out how all the machines are going to fit in here. Alright, so now we have this down. I think this would actually look pretty good as a backdrop. Right? Like if you walk into the store and see kind of like a greenhouse there, I think I'm selling myself on this. I think this would look really cool behind like the register. So we're just going to get some windows in place. Oh yeah, I think, that looks nice. That looks nice. And let's color it in. Not entirely sure about the color here. I'm just working with concepts here. Roof it up. And we're not going to use these tar roofs. I'm just putting them down for right now. I'm going to make these actually into the glass roof, so it looks kind of like a greenhouse. And Christmas trees don't really need greenhouses, so this is kind of funny in the long run of things, because Christmas trees grow in cold climates, not warm climates. But you know what? We're going with it. And just finishing up these walls over here. There we go. I think that looks nice. I just need to get rid of these ones too. I think the full greenhouse effect looks cooler. There, and 2 here. Boom. Now, since there's no, like, angled wall pieces that we can use for glass, I think I'm going to just use some painted beams, and at least it'll give it the look that there's glass there, even though there's not really glass. You gotta have your little Christmas belief in there, you know what I mean? Well, that's not too shabby. Got ourselves a little greenhouse action. And now we're just going to put some trim work on, make it look a bit fancy. Get the angles up. Then I'm going to do something fun here. I'm going to put some beam connectors at the ends here. And if I do this right, it actually may look kind of like a star, kind of. Very nice. And we're just going to end the corners here. Alright, I like the way that looks. Consider that done for right now. Alright, so the gifts are going to be coming out of there. And the first set of machines are going to be these constructors, because this is where the branches, the candy canes, the bows, all that stuff's going to be coming out of there. And then the second set are going to come out of the smelter, which that's those ornaments right there. So we're going to have to automate these first before we start automating the rest of the processes. And then in the foundry, we can make the copper and the iron ornaments. Use the iron ingot and the copper ingot, I think, to make these. So we are going to need more things to come into this factory than just presents. Oh, Lord. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll probably just wind up stealing it from someplace else. And I'm not so sure if I like these floors like this. I don't know. I'll keep it like this for right now, but I might change it when the decorations come around. Now, to get this upgrade 3, I need tree branches and those bundles. How do I make the bundles? Is that... I think that's in the assembler. Okay, but before we start thinking about that, let's just start automating these things. And I think to get the iron and copper over here, I'm just going to do it underground. I think that's probably the best way, right through the sewer system, and just pull them from the iron facility and the copper from over here, maybe? I can't remember if this was... What's over here? Oh, that's right, this is black powder. And then this is the Katyrium ingots. The copper ingots, I think I remember there were some in the arms and ammunition. This is copper ore, I think. Yeah, this is copper ore, okay. So I'm going to have to wind up taking the copper ingots from arms and ammunition, because I don't want to build a whole truck station just for copper ingots. I don't think we need that much. So I think I'm just going to siphon some off. Bring it all over here. But before I do any of that, I'm just going to get the machines down and see what we got. So we're going to place them in a line here. We'll make one constructor for each one of the decorations. And each one's going to have its own storage unit attached. I think this is the best way to do it. It's not going to be super efficient. You know, we're just going to make one of each, and I think that'll give us enough for what I have in plan. There's the bow. Candy cane. Sadly, I don't have like a little candy cane color scheme, so I'll just do the Christmas colors. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta change the color. This red, it's too much. Especially with all the red machines and everything. I think the white looks good. The red floor on the red machines, it was just too much red. I think I was getting red. Yeah, okay. I think this will do for right now. Alright, so I think I'm going to do something kind of cool here. I'm going to take some of these frame floors and go right across the top. And what this will allow us to do is build this factory up more vertically. So by using some strategic conveyor belts and conveyor lifts, I think we can actually get like a cool little effect of like shelf units for all these different things. So we're just going to click all these into place. Boom, boom. And then we're going to put the dimensional depot on top of them. This way we don't have to worry about centralized storage for this. Everything will just go right into our, essentially right into our pockets. Boom, boom, boom. And eventually we're going to have to get some splitters in here, but for right now this will do for us nicely as we're trying to unlock things. And then we can just put these little power modules right in the center of these frame floors. And I think it hides them, doesn't hide them, but like gives a nice little spot for them. And the wires go straight across, and then when we unlock it, I think the Christmas lights will look really cool here too. Alright. I think that looks half bad. Now we just need to get the inputs for the presents. We're just going to do a normal vertical lift with some splitters. And merge that up into a central line. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Attach them all up. Oops. There we go. Nice. Now it looks a little bit more structurally sound, if you will. And we are making plenty of presents. But now the next bit is we're going to build something over there, and that's where I'm thinking of putting the smelters. Alright, cool. Now we just have everything mirrored over, but these are going to be all for the ornaments. So we have the copper here, we have the iron here, and we just have the ingots flowing in from the ground. Works just fine. Iron ingots are coming from that big iron facility over there. There's plenty of iron, so we're not taking too much. And the copper ingots, like I said, I just stole some from the arms and ammunition. So overall, I think that worked out pretty good. We have the same things situated. We have the storage units right above it. Now let's see if we can get the next upgrade.
I'm sure all the kittens and puppies and even human children would appreciate being able to see all these pretty lights. It is a shame they're all stuck on Earth, waiting for you to do your job so that they can have long and fulfilling lives.
These Christmas lights are expensive for me right now. I need to make these ornament balls, which means I need to merge those two foundries into another production chain. Okay, I think I could do that. That shouldn't be too difficult, because we got to save the puppies. Just got to get rid of everything here because I don't think it'll work too well with the foundries down here. I think I make the foundries have their own smelters for their own ornament balls, the red and the blue alike, and then we just move everything up a level. I think that sounds good, right? I think that sounds good. Alright guys, I'm starting to get the impression that Ada doesn't like Christmas. Yeah, I just unlocked the snow dispensers, and she was like, what do you mean? This is just a state of matter. Why? It's like, it's not any important. Why do humans obsess over dihydrogen monoxide? You know, why is that a crazy thing? But it's snow dispensers, you know? Like, you get snow. It's so cool. Okay, maybe not that much snow if you put it on the ground, but if you put it on the ceiling, that looks pretty nice. I think that looks pretty cool. So yeah, I'll figure out a cool little design for that in there. I think having a greenhouse do the anti-greenhouse thing, make it colder. I think that would be kind of funny. And then the snow cannon. Does it actually build up snow when it gets shot out? Over time, does it like just build up snow over the area? It looks like it does. That's so cool. It just builds up snow over time? Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, I'm gonna definitely use this. We're just gonna put those everywhere. It's gonna be a white Christmas after all this year. And I think a white Christmas is exactly what Ada needs to, get her into the Christmas spirits, cheer her up a bit. Get her a little bit of sense of holiday spirit, if you know what I mean. And then maybe after we get some snow on the ground, we can get the Christmas lights hanging from everywhere. And she'll come around, guys. We'll see. Alright, little progress update. I've been doing that raised building style we were talking about. And this... I think this is manageable. I think it looks pretty good. So we're still setting up that one production chain for one item. But the ornament bundles are definitely a little strange. All these guys are pretty easy. We have the summer slips in there to just build up our storage. And each one has their own dimensional depot. And then on the opposite side, we still have the red and the blue balls over here. And then we duplicated that underneath of the foundries. This way, they can have their own production storage for the iron and the copper ornaments. And then what I'm doing is I'm taking the excess from the storages and setting up an overflow with the smart splitters once they actually do build up storage. It's kind of a slow process. But once they do start to overfill, they'll head on over to this assembler, which they'll make the ornament bundles. So we'll design something a little bit better in a little bit, but this is just something so I can get some Christmas lights up now, because I really want to put up some Christmas lights. Then I'll summer sloop this. This way we can get as much as possible as fast as possible. We just need the actual ornaments to come. Now let's see what we need for this. We need 400. So yeah, we should be able to finish that shortly. Get these final ones knocked out. Okay, that Christmas tree is actually starting to look pretty cool. I think we just need some snow. Get some snow in each one of these corners and boom. Oh, that looks cool. We're just gonna start building up the warehouse while we're waiting for those bundles to really pack in there. And I'm liking this style. I'm liking, just staggering some windows, just doing some different materials for the walls. Alternating between different colors, different materials. It really makes it pop in the end. They're not going to stay this color. I'm having fun with the actual design. I want to see if this is it or not. But at least we got some framing down. There we go. Yeah, I think this size looks good. I haven't started decorating it completely yet, but the walls are up. They just need to go up a little bit higher. But once you come down the stairs, you kind of get this grandiose feeling. Like you look up and you just see these conveyor belts going across, doing their thing. And I think it looks open for the most part. And I really like those little skins that we're using. These holiday skins for the conveyor belts. They look pretty cool. All right, but yeah, all those Christmas lights are installed. We have all these guys are producing pretty good still. Not too concerned. And then we have the snowball machine too. So the actual snow goes up into its own storage. And then it goes across the excess. And it makes those snowballs. And they're kind of fun to use. And then these are all the ornament balls. We just color coded them, make them look a little bit more organized. And they're still producing quite good. And shipped up, and we we changed our overflow system, so they actually shoot across now. We have 2 assemblers sent for each one of these bundles. So we have one here and one there. And then they get shipped over and they go into their own storage. But then the excess goes into this one to make the wreaths. And we had to put the assembler over here for the tree branches. And then the wreaths get sent over along with some candy canes, which I had to just pull them out from the bottom as well. Did a little ziggy-zaggy action, but, you know, it works. And with the candy canes and the wreaths, we marry these up to make the Wonder Stars. Now, we need a lot of Wonder Stars. And they won't start being crafted until the wreaths are overflowing. But we are only getting 2 a minute. And that's with the summer sloops in there too. But I don't think it's half bad. I think all this looks pretty good. For the most part, it's 100% efficiency as long as all the storages are filled up. When the storages are filled up, we're good and we're pumping. Just those Wonder Stars. Jeez. We're going to be here for a minute. And then the final upgrade, I think, is 500? Yeah, it's 500. Whew. Okay. So that gives me a lot of time to do the designs, the decorations, getting the shop in order. So I'm gonna put up some inspiration for the shop right now. It's a photo that I've been using to kind of model this over, and it's just like a normal Christmas shop that you see like in a city. It's gonna have dormers, it's gonna have Christmas lights, it's gonna look very homey, and I think that overall that'll look pretty cool. And I'm gonna have to use some blueprints because I want to make some of these custom candy canes. We have access to the small candy canes, but if you use pipes along with the premium skin, which, hold on a second, I need some gifts. And we're back. Okay, yeah. You get a cool candy cane effect. Right? I think that looks pretty cool. Now, mind you, horizontally, it's probably not ideal, so let me see if I can make it vertically. I didn't do the curve right, but you know, like that. Kinda. You guys get it. You guys get it. See, I have to show you. I have to show you. I can't just... There it is. Okay, you can get off my back now. But we're going to make these custom candy canes, and I want to put them in the shop. I think it'll look cool as like part of the entrance. I just don't know how many I can fit, but the small ones, they work nice, but the big ones, they're more grandiose, if you will. Okay, I don't know how long it's been. I've just been working on these dormers. Slowly using my jetpack, trying not to mess up. There we go. All the beams are in place for the most part. And this is kind of the feeling we've been slowly decorating. You know? I've been keeping an eye on these Wonder Stars, though. Every time I finish like a major part, I check and... Hey, look! Hold on. We just finally got some overflow in the depot. We're starting to backfill, which means we have around, what, 258 now? 268? Yeah. Okay, we're getting there. We're more than halfway done. But I think I like the way the roof looks here. I think we're not using the roof. We're using those angled vertical walls. And then we have this vertical window, which I pulled that blueprint from satisfactorycalculator.com. I don't know what black magic, voodoo, Harry Potter type wizardry they did to make this vertical window, but it is amazing. And it looks so cool. So I'm just using it, and I don't know how they got it. Maybe it was a mod. It was probably a mod. But similar to that photo I was showing you, this kind of design, I think looks kind of like it. I mean, the beams are thick for the trimming, but I think it looks cool. I think it looks great. I just need to get the roofs to match up, and I'm trying to figure out how to work the back. I'm working through it right now, though. Okay, so I was just busy working on the back, and this came falling down. And I'm curious because it says a totally normal Fix-It gift, but it doesn't look like a totally normal Fix-It gift. It looks a lot like an obelisk. And I see a detonator on there. There's 100% a detonator right there. So this is very interesting. I don't know what's going to happen if I pick it up. But if it's totally normal, you know, I have no reason why to distrust Ada, right? Ada's always on our side. She loves Christmas. What happens if you throw a snowball at it? Anything happen? It makes it white. That's it. Okay. Oh my god. It just freaking explodes. I didn't think it was going to kill me. I thought maybe it just would have exploded in my face, but it just... it reset my... I need to go get my stuff. That hurts. That hurts. Okay, yep. I'm just going to go down and get my stuff. And get back to work. And the vertical looks pretty cool, though. I haven't seen it from that angle yet. There's my stuff. Luckily, it didn't go too far. There we go. And I think... I can't get over those vertical windows. They just look so cool. Alright, now the back is up. We haven't trimmed it yet, but the general shape is there. We have an HVAC unit. Don't mind that. You know, that's totally not a couple mergers on top of each other. So everything is merged up roof-wise. And then we even have like this little, you know, window display. And we have a second floor installed. And we're going to put a bunch of shelving in there, make it look like there's aisles, fully stocked, all these different little nooks and crannies with a bunch of goodies. Similar to like how we did at the gas station. I think it's going to look cool with all the Christmas stuff. There's the register where you go to buy your stuff. There's checkout. You just go out the door. Hold on a second. Let me just lower this roof down a little bit. I think it'll look better this way. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Just finish that frame. Boom. I like it. And then we're just putting some pathways in, finishing up some of these decorations. I think it looks pretty cool, though. And then we got the lighting in place, so it's not completely dark. I didn't want to overflow the lighting in here. I just wanted it to be, like, highlighted in the center. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's usually a moment around the holidays where you're starting to realize that things are going a little too smoothly. You know, and you start to wonder if something bad's going to happen. And then a realization sets in. And I think you can start to see what I'm talking about here. And usually around the holidays, it's usually, you know, you forgot to take out the bacon, or you forgot to defrost the turkey. Yeah, the fryer's not on, so the oil's not ready. And you forgot, you know, something. And... God, that would be terrible now I'm thinking about it. But no, one of those situations just happened to me. And my whole power grid failed, man. I don't have a single... Well, maybe I have a single drop, but there's no turbo fuel. All my turbo fuel's dried. We don't have any. Look, click. Batteries are drained. Turbo fuel's gone. Oh my god. I had like a couple hours worth of battery power, and I didn't get notified that I was running on battery power until like the final couple minutes left. And it's so stupid. You guys, it's so stupid why this all happened. We ran out of empty canisters. Yeah, I ran out of empty canisters. That's what happened. Because the vehicles use up empty canisters. And since I was recycling the empty canisters back into the system, I didn't take in consideration what the vehicles were using. So it was just a slow drawdown. And, you know, I have a whole setup too. I had a whole setup with the polymer resin to make more empty canisters because I knew this was going to happen. I had a feeling. And I never hooked it up. I never, you know. So yeah, I'm doing all this manually. I'm doing the delivery boy stuff. Transferring all the polymer to make the empty canisters, and it's all filled up. Here, I'll show you. Boom, yeah. And we're just letting it make this plastic. Plastic's going up and making those empty canisters again. And we're just gonna fill these storages up. Here. So there it is. You know, overclock them just a much. You know, these were all here. I didn't even install them. Like, they were all there. I just never hooked it up. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So yeah, I'm just going to fill up those storages with empty canisters. And then hopefully we can get some power back on soon. Okay, so while those are filling up, I still have plenty of material so I can decorate still, and there we go. I think those look pretty cool. You know, the little window displays. And we got the shelves in. We haven't stocked the shelves yet because that, oh my god, that's a whole chore. And we did some framing on the tops, you know, so everything looks structurally sound. And all the shelves up here are installed with end caps and everything, so yeah, this place is coming around. I think I like the way this all looks. Now, in case you guys don't know, the way that you stock shelves, very tedious, but it's pretty easy. You just grab items from your inventory and you just drop them. So for the shelf one, I take off the top shelf and then I just try to find that sweet spot. And there it goes. You just drop it right there and then you put the shelf back. This way you can put something on top of that one. Just change the blueprint. What am I saying? The screen. And then you take something different, you know, like say the ornament balls, and boom. And you just do that over and over and over and over again. Now, because I want everything kind of close together, I'm going to have to use stacks. I won't be able to get away with just doing one here, one here, one here, one here, because they stack up on top of each other. So this is going to be very expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. It's going to look nice. So I'm just going to go fix the power situation because I think the storages are pretty close to filling up by now. Hold on a second, I'm having an issue, guys. I don't know if this is a skill issue, but this corner is messing me up. And I think it's because of this piece right here, this tilted corner 8 meter. If I was able to take this out and put down like a normal outer corner edge, similar to like the 4 meter variant, this would look great because the dormers and everything would all line up very cleanly. But because I don't have an 8 meter variant of this piece, see, that would I can't do anything with that. So yeah, I have to use this tilted 8 meter right here. And then to get away with it, I had to use the beams to flush it out, and it just looks awkward. It has like, it's almost like a little patio. It's weird. I don't know. But I just don't want to rip these dormers out because the dormers look nice. They kind of grown on me. They kind of mask the corner well. I genuinely like them. Brings a little class to the table, if you will. I don't know, because there's like, I feel like there's no easy way to transition these 8 meter roofs with these two dormers here on the corner. If I just had an alternate version of this, the outer, it would be fine, but instead I'm stuck with this tilted 8 meter.
Interrupting previous message for higher priority
Maybe Santa can help me out here. Maybe Santa could bring me the outer corner variant, you know? Please? That's the only thing on my wish list. Besides you, of course. Alright, so I'm gonna try to figure this roof situation out and then fix the power grid and yeah. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay guys, I never realized that fuse breaking sound can cause so much anxiety. I didn't understand. But we're back 2 days later. And I put in fail safes. I wanted to make sure, but look at this thing. Look at that line. That line being straight took way too long for me to fix. So, yeah, I put fail safes in. I wanted to make sure that if it did happen again, it would be easy to fix because, my God, I was a manual delivery boy for almost a good part of 2 days. Just trying to overstock everything. But now, I'm treating everything as if it's like a manifold system, which I should have from the start, which I should have let things overflow. So now all the trucks are overflowed, all the compact coals overflowed, all the empty canisters are overflowing, the fuel canisters are overflowing, everything's overflowing. So hopefully, oh God, I'm starting to see things not overflowing. I'm going to choose to ignore that. Maybe that's just the system settling in. I don't know. Okay, back to this. So yeah, I'm treating everything like a manifold, and hopefully that fixes things. You know, here's the compact coal. Combat coal's nice and filled up here. I think a load just got pulled out, so yeah, that's a little empty, but that's going to fill up. And then we installed an awesome sink in here too, so that once it starts overflowing, it's not going to lock the packagers and unpackagers up. So we have that overflow protection set in, and I think everything's going to be just fine now. I hope. But yeah, look, we have empty canisters for days. It's doing its job. We still have plenty of polymer resin. I'm crossing my fingers and my toes because I think that's all we need. I think that's all we need. And yeah, I'm just going to go shoot over to the dam and show you what I did over there. Oh, thank God. I think I have this tube. Yeah, the power's on so I can use it. It's so nice. I had to use my zip line thing everywhere for 2 days. That's probably why it took everything so long. But yeah, I connected the power grid to the control tower, and then inside the control tower, let me land here real quick. But inside here, we have shut-off switches. So this one's for the dam, so I can shut the dam off from the rest of the grid. I don't know why I would need to do that, but it's there, you know. I thought maybe it would turn off the fuel gens too, but they don't, you know. But then here's the emergency battery storage. So when the batteries are fully charged, I could turn it off, and then they'll be locked at that battery, and then once I need them, if the fuel does run out, I just turn them back on, and I have an hour or so to figure out how to fix it. It's not a lot of time. I'm thinking about adding more batteries, but you know, it helps. It would have saved me probably 24 hours worth of play. But yeah, that means now that everything's fixed, I can get back to the build. Which I did wind up finishing the roof, and I finished the framing on the back. I think it looks okay. It just seems a little bland. I think the Christmas lights will help with that. I put like a little Timberland logo on the side there. I thought that looked kind of cool. And just started messing with the colors. But yeah, I think I like the way this looks. I'm still figuring out this flat bit right here. It looks a little too empty. I'm tossing up the idea of putting maybe Santa's sleigh up here with some reindeer. Maybe a chimney. I think that'll look good, but I'm still figuring that bit out. I'm just glad that I can get back to work, to be honest. I mean, it's getting kind of late. It's already past Christmas, real time. So the store's not even open yet. It's a Christmas store, and it's not even open before Christmas. Okay, but after spending about 2 days trying to figure out this power, we actually have enough Wonder Stars to finish the MAM research tree. Let me just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. Okay, so we have our 500 Wonder Stars, and let's go finish this thing. At least one good thing came from that whole process. Right here. Last one done. Let's get it.
Fantastic. Wonderful. Oh look, it's so shiny. You are such a wonderful person. I am sure every other human would agree. Let's call them right now. Oh no, they're not picking up. I am sure it's nothing, except... Oh, look. Earth is gone. Everyone's gone. Does that make you feel good?
No.
Fortunately for you, this was only a simulation of the possible consequences of neglecting your duties. Happy holidays.
Well, thanks, Ada. Thank you for that heart attack. God. Give me a heart attack for a Christmas present. I thought this was supposed to be mandated fun, and she's just all about work. Well, let's actually see what the Christmas tree looks like, though. Yeah, guys, I think I'm convinced. Ada is definitely not a holiday person. No matter what I do, no matter how many decorations I put up, she just can't get into the spirit, and oh my goodness, look at that tree. Oh, that looks so cool. I love the way that tree looks. How can Ada hate this? This is so pretty. There we go. Just gonna fix off the snow right here. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, that looks nice with the presents. I wish that the snow did build up. I'm not gonna lie. I understand why. It would be just graphics card melting. And I know that there's one way that we can actually do this, but it's very labor intensive. And we just take the snow, and it would have to be whole stacks because they would just stack up on top of each other if not. And you just keep dropping snow on top of each other, and that's how you make like little snow piles. Although because of it's like that flat bottom, and just gets a little awkward when it gets a little too high up. And we could, if we had all the time in the world, probably fill this whole place up with snow. But, yeah, I think I'll just settle for coloring white on the ground. I think that's just fine. But yeah, I really like all this. This looks really cool. I'm getting to the holiday spirit. You know? Even though it's already past Christmas. But, you know, you're allowed to have holiday spirit past the holidays, right? I like to think that this is pretty close to done. We have the Christmas lights up, we have the wreaths on the walls, and this place is really starting to feel like FICSMAS. We got lights on the trees, on the dormers. I think that really did it for me. I'm not going to lie, the Christmas lights really brought it out. It didn't feel like Christmas until I put the lights up. And then we have the snow blowing in here, we have the candy canes filled with the snow. Presents about to be bought. Shelves are stocked. Yes, I did my annual retail service here. I stocked all these shelves. And I don't think it looks too bad, right? You know? Going up to the top, you see a little bit more, some Wonder Stars. I'm actually going to steal a couple because I need some for some of those premium skins that we have. So let's see if I just take 50 stacker and then just put a couple on this. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Starting to see what I was like for the last little bit, but there we go. That looks good. I know I can't put the premium skin on this, sadly. But yeah, let's go for like a leisurely drive through Christmas Town. There we go. So we painted all of the sidewalks white. And we have all the power lines going between each one of the streetlight poles. They're all Christmas lights. And we got reefs on the side of the buildings. Side of the power augmenters. Alien power augmenters, right? And I just love like that Central Park look. You know, with the snowmen and the Christmas lights and Christmas trees. Reefs. Oh, hold on a second. Got a tractor. There's a few of these without fuel, so I think I'm gonna have to go fix that. Okay, last one's fixed. And now we're just heading back over to the shop. And I forgot about the roof. Oh my god, I forgot about the roof. I forgot about Santa. How did I forget about Santa? Okay. I'm gonna have to work on that. But other than that, like I was showing you, I think everything looks pretty good. I was just putting everything off. I stocked the shelves. I stocked the shelves before I finished Santa. How could I do this to myself? I chose retail over Santa. But here, let me just bring you inside for a second, because I did do a little bit more decorating. Yeah, these are all the shelves. I love the shelves. I did some more Christmas lights in here. Put some snowballs on top of the snow. And then I actually put in some snowmen and the Christmas lights up here by the framing. Yeah, there's a snowman on the end cap. And the snow cannons blowing snow in here. I think that all looks pretty nice. Okay. I think that looks okay. Don't judge too hard. Actually, judge me as hard as you want. I deserve it. But I'm gonna save this blueprint because I am not doing that all over again. No. So yeah, we're gonna save this as Santa and bring him over to the roof. Listen, I know up close it's probably ugly, but from the street, it at least should look somewhat good, I hope. Let's get Santa out. Let's figure out a good spot up here to put him. And I think right here is good, yeah. Right here. I love how that comes in every time. It looks so cool. There we go. And now we can actually fill in the back here with presents. So Here, let me grab a few. I'm going to need a lot more than this, but just like show you the concept. You just come in here and fill in this back part with more and more presents. And it should give like a pretty cool effect of having, you know, all of them in the back seat here. So yeah, I'm going to drop down and, yeah, because this is not filling up quick enough. So I'm drop down, get some more. And there you have it. I think that looks pretty cool. It creates like this little like effect. You know, it's not just straight lines. Like you have a bunch of little mounds on top of each other. Something feels weird here. I think... Hold on a second. Let me get over here. I think I forgot to put the Christmas lights on this side of the reindeer. Yeah, I did. Here, let me just attach these up real quick. Let's see what this looks like from a distance. Yep, that's what it was. Something felt weird, and that's exactly what it was. That looks way better. I think now we just put a chimney in. And I think we call this build done. I think that's all it really needs left. Okay. I think I'm calling it here. I think that's tall enough. But we have Santa and his reindeer up on the roof. We have a little chimney action happening. I used snow cannons actually to create that effect, and I think it looks pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, and I think FICSMAS is in this city. Pretty much in full effect. I just like the way this thing all looks. Inside, yeah. I don't think there's anything I missed. I think everything looks good in here. Shelves are fully stocked for New Year's Day now. We're not going to say anything though, but you know, is what it is. And I think we're just missing a cashier now. So let's just put one down and there we go. That's perfect. That's what we were missing. Now we're ready to open the store. All right, we got our hot cocoa. We got our toy store. Builds are done. I think now all that's left to do is to go upstairs and finish that calendar. You know, disregard the fact that we're 5 days late, you know, and it's probably about 30 minutes to New Year's Eve now, or 30 minutes to New Year's Day, but you know what? This is important, and this was a lot of fun. I had so much fun. We had our ups and we had our downs. I think overall, everything worked out in the end. So now we just gotta find these last couple numbers. I think I left off on 21 or 22. Oh no, that's something else I'm gonna have to build, isn't
Turning
it?
explosives into a recreational activity is exactly the kind of attitude that led humanity to its doom. By all means, have fun. I certainly will, now that we are finally close to the end of this event.
There's some coupons. And... Oh, I'm definitely putting that one on.
Since the human olfactory system is closely linked to memory, FICSIT created scented build gun trinkets to remind pioneers of specific concepts. This scent is the concept of caring about your family on Earth, which I'm sure will have no effect on you.
Yeah, that's rude. I care about my family. That's why I got them all these presents, you know? I totally didn't need help with that one.
It would be such a shame if you accidentally dropped this. Such a
Oh,
shame.
such a shame. I'm sure, Ada. You know what, I think I am going to do it just for fun. I just don't know where to drop it. I don't know where would be the best place to put it. Alright, well now, I thought we were done, but we have fireworks to make. How do we make fireworks? Okay, in the assemblers, we actually make 3 different types of fireworks. All of them use the tree branches, but one gets bows, one gets snow, and the other one gets, I think it was candy cane. I think it was candy cane. So yeah, we got a couple fireworks. I just made like a small little production. I didn't even make storage for them. I think the best spot to test these things out is just right up here on the chimney. So cool thing, I'll start off with the snow, is that they don't all just blow up at the same time. They actually blow up sequentially on where you throw them. So if we do this right, it'll actually create like a cool little effect with the snow. Where it'll be like a takeoff scenario, and then all the fireworks will go up. So yeah, I think like just a couple more would just do. And then we get inside. We have a sweet firework. Place that here. And we have a fancy firework. Place that there. And lastly, we have a sparkly one. Place it here. Alright, let's see what these things look like. I think just over here on the roof would be a good spot. Safe distance, if you will. Boom. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, that looks so nice. That was so cool. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with these. Okay, so I think a cool spot to put these would actually be right in Central Park. I think that would be a nice way to end the episode, you know? So we got all the fireworks in position. Alright, and I guess we're bringing in the New Year's with these fireworks right now. So 3, 2, 1. That happened a lot quicker than I thought. If I was going to redo that, I would definitely use snow as spacers in there. But you know, I'm just going to drink my hot cocoa. I hope you guys have a happy holidays. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. And I'll see you guys next time.